What is up, guys? Dan from the Elite 4 crew here, and we are back. It's been a while since we've uploaded anything other than APA Cup draw, but we are here. We are catching up on our replays because for APA Wi-Fi, this game is on Showdown, as is the next game, purely because there were scheduling issues. This match is against New York COSMOGS and Phantom Base, and literally trying to arrange this match was impossible just because we're, you know, completely different place in the world and just had completely conflicting schedules. But we did manage to get it played. Phantom played whilst he was at work, so massive props to him. Because otherwise I don't know when we would have had to play it. But anyway, this is one of two videos going up today. This is our week. What is it? Week 10. This is our week 10. No, week 9 match. This is our week 9 match against Phantom Base. We are currently 6-2. We're currently 6-2, and so this is going up today on Saturday, and also our week 10 match against Panther, our friend. He is our friend, the Carolina Fables. So that'll be going up later today. So make sure you come and check back for that. But anyway, you can see the team on the screen. Just realised I have not adjusted. Yes, I have adjusted. Okay, no, all the sprites are right. Okay, just checking. But you see, we've got Tangrowth, Cloister, Regirock, Darmanitan, Magina, and Thunderspood, the Galvantula. We'll put it on normal speed, and we'll just kind of rock through. And I'll pause it when necessary to kind of explain what I'm thinking. At this point, I'm kind of thinking. I think this is a long time ago, but I think I just led Thunderspood. We were running Focus Sash, Galvantula. And he led his Mienshao, so I didn't really want to be taking like a fake out or anything, so I just switched straight out to Tangrowth, physically defensive Tangrowth, I believe. Knockoff comes in. Oh, we were Assault Vest, so we lose our Assault Vest straight away there, which isn't ideal, really not ideal. We double out as he goes out of the floor, we go into Regirock. We take a Moonblast, we are specially defensive Regirock, I believe. We get our rocks up, no problems, and we just get out of there. Go into Magina, because Magina deals with this thing absolutely amazingly. HP Fire comes in now, I assume it's HP Fire, but again, I think we're Assault Vest Magina as well, so again, we take that absolutely fine. Magina's bulky, everyone knows that. But having the Assault Vest, I'm pretty sure it's Assault Vest, I can't quite remember the set. But he gets out, he doesn't want to take a Flash Cannon. I think I predict this, and I just go for a Volt Switch. Yep, happy to do that. It's a 42% to the Tentacruel, which is absolutely lovely. As we can go out to Galvantula and we can just get another free Volt Switch off. He doesn't have a ground type to take the Volt Switch. So he does switch out, goes out into Rhyperior. Did I predict that? I did predict that. Energy Ball comes in. It didn't live. I mean, it didn't kill, which I was quite surprised about. I don't know much about Rhyperior. I don't know if it's particularly specially bulky or something. We did go for another Energy Ball. We could have gone for a Volt. Oh no, that was right. He did have a ground type. My eyes, not what they once were. But I didn't predict it. I just went for another Energy Ball. Floor just eats that up because that's what Floor just does. We just go for a Volt Switch here. It does another 18%. We're getting some chip, nice chip on Forges. We can go straight out to Magina because again we know we can take anything. A Moonblast comes in. 11% was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Obviously it's like quad resist. He just synthesizes up as I went for a Volt Switch. He did completely read me. I could have gone for a Flash Cannon, and I don't know if it would have killed, probably not. I don't know how much Flash Cannon would have done, but he did make a ballsy play to stay in and synthesize up. As Rhyperior comes out here, I went for Thunder Wave, which he is now immune to. I'm not sure why I went for a Thunder Wave. Maybe I didn't expect him to go to the Rhyperior. I knew I outsped, and Rhyperior went down. Regirock getting a kill there, which is always nice. So he gets a free Rapid Spin off here because he can bring out his Tentacruel. I have to switch out for fear of that. Oh no, he actually gets his Toxic Spikes up instead of spinning away. Because I mean, Victini takes 25% from Rock, so I didn't expect him to want to allow that to happen. But he went for Toxic Spikes, which is fine. So I don't have a spinner. I have Cloister, but no Rapid Spin on it. So I was able to just go straight out into Thunderspood, and again that allows me to apply more pressure. Again, also keeping Galvantula's Sash intact as well. We went for a Volt Switch. He stayed in for some reason. Not sure what. Didn't really have. It could have gone out to Forges. But we just go out to Darmanitan now, because Darmanitan puts a lot of pressure on whatever he decides to bring in. He does bring out the Hydreigon. I am Scarf. I know I'm Scarf, so I know a superpower. We'll take it out. And really, really nice position for us to be in. We didn't. I'd say a nice play. I mean, we did put ourselves in that position to do that, but it was Fanabas who brought his Hydreigon in, so he thought that he could outspeed me and just do bits. This is exactly what Darmanitan was brought to do, because Hydreigon completely wrecked my team. That's why I had so many. That's why I had Assault Vest, Tangrowth, and specially defensive Regirock. Purely for those reasons. Purely for that reason of Hydreigon being an absolute fucking menace against my team. But so we were able to get rid of that with Scarf Darmanitan coming in and doing work. So I think he went out to Mienshao here. I was fearing Scarf Mienshao, so I didn't really want to get involved with that. So I went out to Tangrowth, take this high jump kick, did 57%. It was quite a lot. Losing damage to poison as well. He went for another one. I had to let Tangrowth go down, because it did mean that I could just bring in Galvantula. And so we did get poisoned here, but still keeping the sash intact. Doesn't really matter because we'll die to poison, but again, another 3-volt switch, bit of chip, and I can just bring Magearna in every time. And I was keeping the pressure on that whole time, just with volt switching around with Galvantula. He decides to bring the Victini in, and I went for a flash cannon, takes it like an absolute boss, obviously, and I don't want to stay in for a blue flare, so I go out to Regirock, which completely walls this. V-create 20%, ridiculous. Regirock is an absolute animal. And we are taking a lot of poison damage now, so I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Grass Knot comes in, we are Rindo Berry, but I went for a Thunder Wave rather than just going for an Earthquake, which could have killed him. And did actually cause problems for me a bit later on, so we'll see. But I could have just EQ'd, which I really should have done. And then I went for an EQ there, did 23%, so the Forges is getting low. I think at this point I'm happy to just sack off my Regirock. Yeah, I was happy to sack off Regirock. His Victini's pretty low, and it's paralysed, so I know I can outspeed it with any of my threats really. HP Fire comes in, does absolutely nothing. I just went straight for. I went for a Shadow Ball because I knew that it did damage to Victini if he decided to switch it in, and I didn't want to let him gain that momentum. Obviously, if I went for a Flash Cannon, then he could have tanked the hit and lived. I did get the Spadef drop on the Florges, which was quite fortunate. But again, didn't want to be taking anything from Mienshao. Oh no, I sacked Magearna. I sacked Magearna because I knew I could bring in Galvantula. And he decided to switch out. I'm not sure if that was necessary. Takes another 25% from rocks. I went for another Volt Switch. Didn't quite take it out. But I was able to just go out onto Darmanitan. We are Scarfed. And I'm pretty sure Darmanitan just won the game from here. Flare Bits comes in. Completely destroys the Victini. As the Mienshao comes out now. Last mon that he has. And it reveals he is Scarf. He is Scarf Mienshao. High Jump Kick comes in. High Jump Kick could have been a lot of work. But I did the right thing here by bringing Galvantula, taking the High Jump Kick, and then going for a Volt Switch. Did 53%. I could go out into Cloyster and just Ice Shard for the victory, which is what I did. Ice Shard comes in, takes out the Mienshao. Nice 2-0 win to put us 7-2. 7-2, which at that point was joint best record in the league alongside Panther. So we're really chuffed with how we're doing this season. This game was a much closer game than games that we've had this season. A lot of the games that we've had have been kind of like 3, 4, maybe 5-0s. We didn't get. Have we got a single 6-0? I don't think we did. Obviously, aside from our losses, which weren't. Our losses were bad. Let's be honest. Our losses were bad. But let's say, really good game. We were able to really keep momentum on the entire time. Made a few really nice predictions with the Energy Ball on Rhyperior. Completely throwing him off with the Scarf Darmanitan against the Hydreigon, which was really nice. Probably we could have preserved some differential, probably, but again, I wasn't that bothered. I was more worried about winning the game. I knew that if I played it this way, I could win the game. Whereas if I tried to preserve differential, I didn't want to fuck it up and potentially lose a game that I had won. But that's everything from this video, guys. If you enjoyed this, make sure you smash that like button down below. We are just over 10 minutes, so nice and short. And again, there will be another video coming later today with our week 10 battle against Panther. I will say now that our week 11 battle, the reason there's 2 videos today and not 3 is because our week 11 battle, that's right, we're pretty far behind, sorry guys, bad commissioner here. While week 11 battle against the Hamden Hydreigons, they did forfeit. Johnny GB had a lot of stuff going on, so he did forfeit. So straight away, that's another win. So right now we're at, technically speaking, we're at 8-2. So if we can beat Panther, we go 9-2, and that basically secures playoffs for us. If we lose, then Jock is right down behind our tail. We're on 7-2 officially right now. He was on like 6-3. He was on 6-3. Yeah, so he is breathing right down my neck. So lots of pressure. Massive game against Panther coming up. Make sure you don't want to miss it. See you later, guys. Peace.